Definitely, organizations have a role in bringing youth to these things or like getting you started. I feel like the youth need to know like what they're capable of, and they need to be given a certain amount of responsibility at a young age.
I've just learned so much traveling with Youth Truth Matters and going to the training camps and about different terminologies and all in all social issues and forms and addiction, and I've learned terms in sexual assault and gambling and porn culture, pop culture, all the areas that is really useful for youth to understand so they can protect themselves against the harms.
We really like to look at economic development as an important factor, but really what youth are looking for and what they're interested in, and the reason they're going to stay or come back to Nova Scotia is much bigger than jobs, includes jobs. It's families, connection, feeling valued and feeling like they belong. And mainly we found that the more positive relationships and deep, meaningful connections that are developed between adults and youth, the more economic activity, the more projects, the more productivity happens. Because when people are connected and feel strongly about each other, they'll work together to support each other to make things happen. And this is true for jobs as well.
Youth are actually easier to teach than adults, so like why not just show the youth how it's done, you know what I mean? So that there should be junior leaders in every organization, in every institution that there is. I think that's actually vital in teaching them like how to run things, you know, how things operate and where they can go. I think if that was the case, if more people taught that, if more people like stress that, then the entrepreneurs and the people that, you know, have like the artsy minds and whatnot would have a lot more like confidence to spread their wings and go about how they want to do things. So it's actually vital.
Urge to take risks and move beyond your comfort zone, which I did often, and every time I felt like I regretted it at first, but once you start it and you finish, you felt a lot better about it. You were glad you did it. You were glad that you went through that even though you were uncomfortable, because it was worth it. It made you better for it.
When I went to Ottawa, I went to a group and it was all about just working with cameras and media and technology, and that was not something I was really very strong in. And so in that aspect, I was able to learn a lot about using a camera and like making different types of media. So it was really nice to be able to develop that new skill while being able to building upon the strengths I already had.
Just a little twist on the strategy. So asking businesses all across the province to hire youth is an okay strategy. Asking people, adults all across the province, to make more meaningful and direct connections and spend more time with youth, listening to them and talking with them, better strategy, because those jobs are going to follow from that.
Where I'm from, Uniacke Square, I feel like in our past, what happened in our past, like a lot of bad stuff happened in the past about Uniacke Square. And that's really right now in the future, they're really trying to keep dragging that, trying to drag the past into our future, but we're not really letting it happen. Like myself, Jonathan, Johnny Blue, and Woozy in there are really trying to make a really positive influence on the young kids that are coming up.